Welcome back to Lafayette Lifestyle. I got a special treat for you guys. The Mayor Pro Temp of Youngsville, Ken Stansberry. Ken, thanks so much for joining us, man.
Thanks for having me, Robbie.
So as a real estate guy, I see people moving in left and right by the hundreds over to Youngsville. So why are people moving to Youngsville?
Well, Robbie, it's quality of life. Our education system is just outstanding. Our public schools are A and B rated.
It's amazing.
It is. Our charter school and our private schools are just outstanding. Safety, that's another big reason that people are moving into Youngsville. And for the last several years, we've been named one of the safest cities in Louisiana.
That's incredible.
It is. And economic development is doing very well right now.
So let's kind of unpack that right now. You know, economic development is a really big one. We've got, it seems like every time I turn around, we got a new subdivision, we got new businesses that are flying up left and right. I mean, it's coming.
Absolutely. And really since 2018, we've had 65% increase in our commercial building permits.
Wow.
In the last decade, we have over 222% increase in growth in retail.
Man, that's incredible.
Absolutely. And in our residential, right now we have over 2,000 home sites in various stages.
That's anywhere from the planning to mid-construction, about to be able to close out.
Absolutely.
And what's really cool, I've noticed for as long as I've been selling real estate, the last 15 years, we've had a lot of beginner and the beginning first-time home buyer scaled stuff, and we're actually kind of scaling up a lot of the inventory that's out there.
Absolutely. Right now, that's in the works is that anywhere from townhomes to estate homes. So we're really excited about that. We want folks to be able to live in Youngsville forever. So whether it's your starter home or your final home, we want Youngsville to be that place.
That's awesome. So, we've seen big growth in apartment complexes. We've seen like all kind of stuff. We've even seen, you guys have been real proactive. I've noticed that there's, lots of drainage stuff that's popping in there too.
Yeah, one of the things that we've done over this last several years, we increased building standards. So that was really important to stay ahead of this growth and drainage. And we're also working on a regional detention network. So we have, through public-private partnerships, we're digging. We're creating these retention ponds to alleviate some of the stress on the other channels.
That's awesome. So, one thing that I think that Youngsville has really been ahead of the curve was the sports complex. It's grown as like a whole nother animal all on its own.
Yeah, we're so excited with the sports complex. There was a recent study that was done through LEDA, and it looks like there's about 500,000 people that come to this Youngsville because of the sports complex.
Man, that's amazing.
It is. It's international. We have folks from all over the world that come to Youngsville. Since we started, we've increased our programming. We have indoor volleyball. Last year, right in the midst of the pandemic, we actually had a grand opening for our sand volleyball, which is Sugar Beach. So we're super excited about that. But something that's recently happened is that we took over Foster Park from Lafayette Parish. And we've made considerable improvements since we've done that.
What are you guys adding in over at Foster Park?
Well, the first thing we did was just clean up. Let's do what we're good at. So we went in. There's a lot of maintenance that's going on out there, fixing the fencing. I've heard from several of our citizens and talking about how well it's being kept up. So that was our first plan. We're looking at pavilions improvements, just something where people can go and just have more recreation.
You guys, it's funny. Now there's so much going on in there. You actually don't even need to leave Youngsville, which is so awesome to be able to see. You literally got everything.
Absolutely. That was one of the things I know when I ran for office, a lot of folks were talking to me about they would have to go into Lafayette for certain services. And that's been a big concentration for us in Youngsville. For the administration, the mayor has been very proactive on inviting businesses. We have a great Chamber of Commerce. They've done a phenomenal job of engaging these small businesses, giving them a place to network, but also shopping local, promoting shop local. And 2 years ago, they've even expanded. They're actually out and they started a program, a leadership program, Leadership Youngsville. We just announced, I guess a couple weeks ago now, that the second class. So we're super excited. It's another way of getting Youngsville out there. It's another way for others can learn about Youngsville, and it give a lot of recognition to our Chamber of Commerce.
So, Ken, where can people reach you?
Email, Facebook page, or City of Youngsville's website.
Ken, thanks so much for joining in with us. We really appreciate you coming by.
Thanks for having me.
As always, for Lafayette Lifestyle, I'm Robbie Bro. We'll see you next time. If you want your business featured here on Lafayette Lifestyle, contact us at 347-9800 or email us at LafayetteLifestyle@gmail.com.